Hey everyone, I'm back. I'm back to do more Family Guy. Yay, more Family Guy. Oh my god, this season, god, it fucking sucks. This is like one of the worst seasons of Family Guy ever. Some people may say it's worse than season 17, but the problem is with season 12, it's more like the episodes are boring and bland, while season 17, there's a lot of frustrating and gross out humor. But yeah, I had a hard time picking an episode. I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do right now and then one tomorrow. I normally do one, but I couldn't pick, which one to do. So I'm gonna be doing two instead. So yeah, there's gonna be another one tomorrow. I didn't have time to do upload anything today. Due to earlier due to I didn't have any way to upload anything because I was out. I'm doing Easter seals. I'm going out there and going out to public. We were gonna go to Dragon Kitchen, which is my favorite restaurant, but due to it being closed every Tuesday, I guess that's what buffets are, because I hear they're like that all around the world. Well, at least in other states, according to my mother, because even in Louisiana, it's like that too. I didn't talk to her today, but we ran into that problem with me and Maddie, so we ate somewhere else. Yeah, I forgot about that. What's funny is I remembered it right when we were about to pull up to the restaurant. We were right about to pull up. The lady was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, she was pretty nice. We actually played a little game in the car where I would play like intros, and I would make her guess it. It was really fun, really fun. And she suggested maybe she should try it on me and see how I know my intros. And I'm like, that's a great idea. So next time I see her, we're gonna do that. But we ended up eating at Lee's instead. Lee's has got like the best biscuits too. Like, God, they have great biscuits. I'm like, oh my God, I thought like the other restaurants had good biscuits, but no, Lee's has the best. They have really good biscuits. But yeah, they have really good ones. I love them, and I actually, when I was in Arkansas, I was asking for the recipe for one of the biscuits, but they wouldn't tell me it, and I'm like, why? Besides Lee's, which I completely forgot had good biscuits, all the other restaurants I've been to have the same kind of biscuits. So I don't know why the restaurants are trying to keep that a secret, but I don't know. I get they're not supposed to give out, your recipes and stuff in restaurants because that will ruin your business. But yeah, that was back in December, and I think it was December. Yeah, I think it was. Because we also went to Arkansas. I went to Arkansas in October that year, and then we also went in like the end of August. So around the end of August, and we got back around September. So yeah, but yeah, Daddy compared me he compared me like to Plankton, and I'm like, okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna say, yeah, it had good biscuits, anywho. But that's why I didn't upload this earlier. I'm sorry if I gone on this too long. Anywho, let's get into the video. Basically, in this episode, Peter ends up eating, like, it starts out the house where he eats a like raw cookie dough and all that. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because it affects him at work in a meeting, and he gets sick, and he ends up, when I get sick, but he gets a stomach ache and ends up crapping himself in the hallway. There's actually a somewhat decent fight in the hallway where he's like trying to get to the restroom. He doesn't make it, so he soils himself, and then he has to go home, and then finds out that his mother's dead. But before that, we get a long segment of speeches. Like, they go on for like 2 freaking minutes. Like, yeah, this episode's definitely not very good. It's definitely really bland and stuff, and frustrating too. And I'll tell you guys why it's frustrating. For one, they killed off a character. That's right, Peter's mom died due to the voice actor of Peter's mom passing away. Due to Peter's mom passing away and all that, he ends up having to find someone else to hang out with her. So he runs into this old gal in the hotel and all. Well, in the hotel, I mean the retirement home and stuff, and yeah. But before I get into that problem, I want to mention this problem. I hate it when TV shows freaking kill off amazing characters because they're too lazy to replace the voice actors. They're too lazy. I get that, you know, some people die and all that, but let's just say like SpongeBob died, you know, SpongeBob. If he died and they just rip him out of the show, then what's the point, you know? I'm like, I liked Peter's mom. Unlike Francis, where he was kind of an asshole, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't completely despise him like other people. I was actually watching people rank it and like wondering what they would think about the episode, and they don't hate it, but they don't think it's great either. That first episode he appears in. But yeah, basically though, Peter, you know, as his mom passed away, and due to the voice actor in real life passing away, that involves them writing her out in the show. They do this with a few characters. This is actually the first time I'm reviewing a Family Guy episode where they actually kill off a main character. Well, actually, she's more of a side character, but she appeared in more like than one episode, not just a joke. Because they also killed the piano and they killed up the piano and dancing guy because the joke got old, but those were just gags. Now, Peter's mom was important because she told Peter's, you know, past and stuff, but I don't feel like they did a whole lot with her. I'm like, that's what pisses me off of her, them killing her off. Not only they killed off another character, because they've done that a lot, but they also, you know, they also basically like replace her in this episode with someone way worse. I'm not gonna lie, this freaking woman here, like, is freaking, she's awful. Like, she's fucking awful. Like, basically, she befriends Peter, and yeah, that's the other problem, is this woman here. I don't remember her name because I didn't give a shit about her, but she basically befriends Peter and starts to make out with him, basically harassing him. Yeah, remember that episode where Peter's boss, you know, harasses Peter because, you know, and Lois didn't give a shit? Well, at least Lois gives a shit in this episode. But I don't like the way they handled it. I don't like the way they handled it. Like, Peter's being way too nice to this woman for fucking harassing him. Like, she makes out with him. She tries to force him to touch her in inappropriate spots. Like, this is just fucking awful. And at the end, she does apologize for what she did, but I don't feel like it was right, because she basically lied to him and said that it was medicine. I mean, it was her medicine that caused that, but then she lied and she did it again, and Peter, you know, points out that you know, it's just, you know, the medicine and stuff, and it's just, I'm like, you know, it's just fucking cruel, and you know, at the end, Peter ends up killing her, and I fucking laughed. Like, I had a few smiles at some of the cutaway gags, but most of them were fucking just boring as hell. But watching Peter kill this woman, I'm I laughed. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I laughed. Yeah, I laughed at Brian's death, and I didn't mean to. Well, I didn't laugh, but I smiled. Here, I just let it out, because I'm like, I hate this fucking woman. I know Brian became an asshole later, too, down the road, or he was already an asshole, but at least, he's got character, in him. This woman just appears in this one episode, and she harasses Peter, and she harasses, and she uses this excuse that her husband, died, so she can't help herself, and I'm just fucking glad that Peter killed her. One of the few deaths that Peter killed that I actually am glad that he killed. I fucking just hated her, just like, I think the writers intended that. I think they wanted you to hate this gal so that she died at the end, but like, I don't want to watch an episode where someone's getting harassed and all that. It's just creepy. It gives me, like, SpongeBob Season 6 vibes. There's a few episodes where SpongeBob's at his worst, and it's just creepy, like him following Squidward and touching him inappropriately. That's kind of how it feels here. Remember Boating Buddies? Yeah, remember that SpongeBob episode where Squidward gets touched inappropriately, and yeah, it was just bad. But here it's just like bad too. And then there's also a plot. They don't focus. This is more of the B plot. This is more of a B plot, but Brian and Stewie end up helping. Well, Brian, is actually likable in this episode. He's likable. He actually tries to help Stewie find a religion, so he's not feeling depressed. But it's not that interesting either. The one cutaway gag where they show off the guy, that caused 9/11, that was funny, because he's like praying to Jesus, and God or Jesus ends up going to heaven. That was funny, but it's just, otherwise, it just feels kind of depressing to watch. Well, the B plot, too. Now, here's the thing. Death is actually a really scary thing. A lot of people are scared. You don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm scared. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of wish I could live forever. I'm not going to lie. I wish I could live forever. That way I can carry my ideas on, and... Because honestly, I don't believe in heaven or hell. I believe in a God, but I don't believe in heaven or hell. But Brian, works his butt off trying to help Stewie come over this fear, and I like that. This is really rare to see now these days on Family Guy. But Brian, again, helps Stewie out, and then, of course, it ends with a B plot ends with Brian saying, because Stewie's place stinks, so he ends up having him kill himself anyway, and I'm like, that's really dark. But I don't know, I'm just like, yeah, this episode's just not very good. I have to give it a bad. It's definitely bad. It's very uncomfortable to watch, and I hate how they killed off Peter's mom, and all that. And for some reason, when I was watching the episode, every time I watch it and hear the news that Peter's mom dies, for some reason I feel something. I can't describe what it is, but just the fact that Peter no longer has any parents, but Lois does, I don't know, it just gets to me, and I don't know why. I don't know how to feel about that. Because Peter doesn't got any... I mean, he's got an Irish dad, but we never see him again, and just in that one episode. I mean, he's brought up a few times throughout the show, but we don't see him again. But I hate how they just... killed off Peter's mom and all that. I'm just like... I don't know, I don't like it that much. I kind of feel like it doesn't give, I don't know, I don't know why. I just kind of wish they would have kept one of Peter's parents alive, and that way, I I don't know. I just don't know what I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just like, I'm kind of being delusional right now, honestly. But I'm just like, I don't know, I just think, it would have been nice if they would have kept her alive. That way Peter had at least one parent throughout the show, but, that's the way Stephen McFarlane goes. He kills off characters. Heck, even The Simpsons kills off characters, but they bring them back as ghosts or something, but Family Guy doesn't really do that. There's a few episodes where they appear as ghosts, but it's pretty rare to see that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to give this a bad. I definitely do not like this episode. I feel very uncomfortable, and I'm not looking forward to the next one I got to review. But I'm going to do it because I have some things to say about it, too. That's what made this so hard to choose. Because you're probably asking, well, why are you reviewing another episode if you hate doing this? Well, I've got some stuff to say about the other one, too. So, yeah. But before I go, I need to also give this a score. I'm trying to think here what score to give it. I think I made up my mind, and this is gonna get 12 points. That's right. This is getting 12 points. It's kind of funny. Like it's season one. Season 1, it's season 12, episode 12, and then 12 points. The reason why I'm giving it 12 points, though, here's the reason why. It's not getting into single digits, because, again, Brian's at least likable in this episode. He's likable. And, well, that's basically it. He's just likable. And otherwise, if he was an asshole, too, this would probably get a single digits. Yeah, that's how bad this episode is. It's really bad. It's really bad. I stated back in, season 7 or 8 how we're going to be getting to the real shit soon. This is the real shit right here. Season 12 is one of the worst seasons of Family Guy ever. I do not like this season at all, and I'm not looking forward to the rest. And I already got my plans for the next TV show I'm going to be reviewing, too. I'll probably mention it. Probably want to get closer to that time. Anywho, I'll see you guys later. Sorry if this is kind of slow talking about, I just wanted to tell you guys, how the trip went and all that. And it went pretty good. Got out of the house, and all that, and I'm hoping that I can do this more often. That way I'm getting out of the house more. We're also gonna be getting a really bad snowstorm, so that's gonna be fun. Supposed to get 18 to 24 inches of snow. That's a lot. 12 feet of snow is a foot of snow. Well, 12 inches is a foot of snow. I said that wrong. Yeah, I don't want 12 feet of snow. Snow is fun, but I definitely don't want 12 feet of snow. Anywho, I'm probably going to have to let this go, though. I'll see you guys later. I'll probably have one more video, and then that'll be it. Anywho, this is Dash Show Rose. Please subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Oops, I hit the wrong thing.